All right, so let's do the calculator problem and see how you did. All right, would everybody write down your matrix? Write down the matrix that's going in. And then we'll write down the matrix that's coming out. Sometimes it helps, I think, if you put your variables up here at the top. You certainly don't have to. But can you tell in this system we got some stuff missing?
Yep.
And you want to make sure everything's lined up. So 1, -2, 3, -5, -34. 2, 1, oh wait, I got a P, a Q, R is missing. -4, -16. No P, Q, R, S. No P, 2, 3, 0, -5. Oh my gosh, did I get all my zeros in correctly? Now on your quiz, I set everything up for you. Here I didn't. So you're going to need to write down the matrix that goes in. You're going to RREF it, and a matrix is going to come out. And then you're going to write down whatever your answer is in fraction form. So let's go ahead and put them in. Second matrix, edit. How big is this guy? 4 by 5. So we got to put in 4, enter, 5, enter. I wish I heard no voices and I only heard clicking keys. That would be like a dream come true for me. Kennedy says, you don't get your dreams, Mrs. Ford. Once I press in that last entry and I hit enter, I'm going to second quit, and then go right back in there, over to math, down to RREF, and then second matrix. Oh wow, this one looks rigged.
It's very cleaned up.
Can you please bring the one on the test, please?
Yeah, -1, 2, -3, 4. Now, remember, if I don't rig it, it's going to come out ugly, right? And all you have to do is hit math, enter, enter. I think twice you have to hit enter, and it will give you fractions. And it'll still be uglier than this, but at least you'll have it. Okay. Practice test 1 is done. So here we go. Practice test 2. If anything that we're talking about is bothering you, then you need to come and see me. Right? We got flex, we got open gym on Sunday, we got test Tuesday. All right, number 1, practice test 2. Solve using substitution. What does that mean I need to do? Get, in this case, y by itself. So y equals 5 minus 2x. So 3x minus 2 times 5 minus 2x equals -3. We substitute this in here. Now just do your arithmetic carefully. You're distributing. So 7x minus 10 equals -3. 7x equals 7. X equals 1.
board?
Yep.
Can Armand Franklin report to the campus minister's office at the end of class, please?
He absolutely can. Thank you.
Thank you.
Campus Minister, Mrs. Whitka. Okay, so down the Student Life Center. So did everybody get x equals 1? All right, then don't forget to go back and plug that in, and it looks like y is 3. And that's what you write down as your answer. Put a circle around it. That's what you write down. This is the work that has to be shown, or at least most of this has to be shown. If all you put is an answer, it's wrong, because I've got to see that you use substitution. Now for the next one, I got to see that you used elimination. So what do you want to do with this one? Multiply the bottom one by -3. So top one stays the same. Bottom one is 15x minus 3y equals 10. Oh, what did I say? Oh, -30. Oh, you're exactly right. Oh my gosh, I just made the same mistake I've been warning you about. Remember, you're multiplying all the way across, right? So -3 times this, -3 times this, and -3 times that. Very good, thank you. -2 for x. Chase, you awake?
Yeah.
So if x is -2, then I go back anywhere I want and plug that in. So I'm going to plug it in right here. So that would give me -4 plus 3y equals -4. Oh, this blew some of you away on the quiz. This says 3y equals 0, which means y equals 0. There's nothing wrong with that. You can have zeros. All right, let's get our Kramer's rule done. So one page of your test, kids, is going to look just like this. It's going to have a substitution, an elimination, and a Kramer's rule, maybe in a different order.
Our test on Tuesday is going to look like that?
This is what your test on Tuesday looks like.
All of our tests are
So here we go. Now we're doing Kramer's rule.
You take the same problems from
Now you could eliminate, you could substitute, but if you do, you get no points. You have to use Kramer's rule. So what's step 1? Determinant. So 3, 1, -2, -5. These are my x numbers. These are my y numbers. The value of that determinant is -15 minus -2. -15, -2 minus them. So I got -13. That means that whatever x and y are, they're over -13. So here we go. I need to find an x and a y. So I'm going to take my replacement column right here, right? My 7 and 1. And for x, that's going to go here. And for y, it's going to go here. And then the rest of it's staying the same. So take a look at those two determinants. Make sure they match yours. Those match yours? Let's evaluate them. -35 minus 1. I got -36 also. -3 minus -14. I got 17 for that one. Does that look okay? Now, that's the answer unless you can simplify. Is there any kind of simplifying I can do? I can cancel this negative out, right? So I just erased it. You can do the same or you can rewrite it, but it's got to be, you got to have positive 36 over 13, and that's your answer. Okay, so we've done a couple of Kramer's rule today. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, we can do the next one. It says find the inverse. And this, yep, we're on the next page. We're 4A. So we're finding the inverse. Here is our matrix. What do we need to do first? Well, first let's find the determinant. So that would be -4 minus 6, which is -10. Now hang on to that number. We don't use it yet. Now we'll do that switching stuff, Dylan. So we take these two and switch them. And then that's going to become a negative. And that's going to become a negative. Now what? Each of those gets divided by -10. Now the one we did earlier, we were done. We are not done. We need to reduce. So that will be 2/5, 1/5, 3/10, and -1/10. There is your inverse. Which one's the only negative is this one? Which one do you know is negative, Dan? Which one? This one? Do you think that one's negative?
When you switch 4 and 1, don't they?
So he's getting negative.
Oh, negative 10.
All right. Whoa. Time out. No rushing out. It's our Friday, because I don't see you tomorrow. Excuse me. And